Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. I am in my laundry room today because I am doing yet another mini makeover in here. If you've been following my channel for a while, I have a couple of other things that I've shared in this space that I've done makeovers on. I actually painted these cabinets and changed out the hardware prior to having a YouTube channel, so that's not on my channel, but I'll definitely show pictures of what this space looked like when we purchased the home. It was definitely 70s vibes. But then after I started my YouTube channel, I decided to paint the countertops in here, and I will definitely link that video. And then later on, I decided to remove the popcorn ceiling in this space and add a new light fixture. So I will link that video as well, but that is just kind of how I do things. Instead of doing a total overhaul in a space, I tend to just do little bits at a time until it comes together in a way that I absolutely love and feel like it's more me. So I'm continuing to work in this space. I definitely need to clean out the cabinets and declutter in here as well. So I'll be doing that, but I will be showing you a little bit about what I'm doing in here. I will be painting in here. So the wall color in here is like this grayish green color that I have used throughout my home, and I had it like in all my hallways and all the common spaces, and I have slowly been painting areas white. And so that is what I'm going to be doing in here today. But I have a little bit of an idea for something a little bit different in here, and you will be seeing that as the video goes on. But I will give you some good before shots showing you what we're working with.
Before we get too far into the video, I just wanted to let you know that this video is in collaboration with several other ladies here on YouTube. We all are making over a space in or around our home, and my wonderful friend Jessica Myros put together this collaboration. I would love for you to go check out her video. She is doing the final video in a series where she did a makeover in her backyard. So you will not want to miss that. You will want to go check out her previous videos of everything they did to make over their backyard. I started by removing everything from the space that I could, and then once I had everything removed, then I started working on painting, and this always takes me way longer than I think it will. I think, well, this is just a small room, it won't take long. But this whole project definitely took me a few days. You will see by the outfit changes.
Okay, so one of the things that I don't think I talked about yet is when I installed my new light fixture, the previous fixture there was one of those really long fluorescent type lights, and so it ended up, the hole was a little bit too big for the light fixture that I chose, and when I installed it, it was a whole ordeal. You can watch the video if you're interested, But by the time I was done installing it, I was really over it. And even though there was a little hole, I decided to just leave it. I just didn't have it in me to repair the hole. I'll show you that in just a minute. But what I'm going to use to repair it is just these screens that you can buy at Lowe's or Home Depot or any sort of home improvement store. But they are kind of like just a patch that goes over the bigger portion of the hole so that you can use whatever sort of repair type putty that you're using to fill it in, because otherwise it's just gonna like go into the hole. But I have this wall repair putty stuff from 3M. This actually came in a kit, but I didn't need to use all of it, so I just saved it. So that is what I'm going to be doing before I paint the ceiling in this room. I'm still trying to decide what to do. I'm trying to use as much product that I already have on hand. I already had the white paint. I already even had this repair kit. But I'm trying to decide if I can get this project done without even going to Home Depot or Lowe's or someplace like that. But I'm just trying to decide design-wise what I'm doing. But I'm gonna start with repairing the ceiling so that it can dry up before I need to paint the ceiling.
This footage right here is actually attempt 1 at filling this hole. I actually had to take the patch down and refill it just because I realized I used too big of a patch and it was really obvious after I had painted the ceiling. So I just went ahead and redid it with a smaller patch, but I didn't film redoing that part. I don't know about you, but it's really satisfying to watch this back in fast speed. And I do have to say, when I was painting, I felt like the white wasn't making a huge difference because the gray is so light. But now that I'm watching this back, I realize that there is definitely a big difference. And I for sure noticed it once the entire room was painted white, that it was definitely brighter and lighter in that space. This is such an awkward angle, but I just had to include this footage of me cleaning underneath the washer and dryer. It is always so disgusting under there when I move it. So sorry for all of the awkward angles in this video. Obviously, laundry rooms are kind of small, so it was definitely difficult to film in here, but I did want to show you how disgusting it was underneath my washer and dryer. So I decided to do something a little bit different with this back wall behind the washer and dryer. As you can see, I chose to paint it black. I just thought it would look really neat with the cabinetry and also the shelf that is above the washer and dryer. I did end up having to go to Home Depot to get this paint. I did buy a small can, which was only $17 because I like to use the Behr Ultra paint. But I did feel like it was worth it for the idea I had in mind. And as you can see here, I also decided to use that same paint to paint the ceiling black. I know this sounds really unusual, but I have to say, if you're going to do something out of the box or unusual, definitely in a space like a laundry room is the place to do it, just because not a lot of people see it, and sometimes it's just fun to do something a little bit different. I wasn't sure as the process was going on how I was going to like it in the end, but now that I've lived with it for a few days, I definitely am loving it.
Okay, it is dark outside because it is night, it is evening, it's after dinner, but I'm just trying to finish up a few more things in here. And I did want to show you this technique. I have it in another video, but when I want to do a super straight line, I just put the tape really straight and push it down really well. And then I put a layer of the first color down before I do the second color, so that it makes a really crisp line. Tomorrow when I pull that tape out, I can show you, but tonight I'm gonna do the first coat here, and then tomorrow I'll do the second coat and then pull the tape away.
I did go ahead and spray paint the vent that goes on the ceiling black so that it didn't stand out, and I did end up having to go back to a home improvement store to get more spray paint because I ran out of this. The next day I was able to start reinstalling everything and putting everything back into the space, and here I'm just going ahead and replacing the hardware for the shelf that goes above the washer and dryer. I also just wanted to take some time to get the main surfaces cleaned in this space. I didn't have a lot of time to work in this space on this particular day, and whenever I only have little chunks of time to work on projects, I always like to clean up and leave the space kind of orderly when I know I'm going to have to leave it for a couple of days before I'm able to get back at it again. This was yet another day, and I start off by hanging the artwork and also putting our drying rack back up on the wall. And thankfully, this is the last day that I work in this space. I was able to devote a pretty good chunk of time on this day to working on it, and it was nice to finally finish up this project. Okay, I know that pictures are hung high. Usually you hang artwork or pictures at average height, eye level, but because of my drying rack, I needed to hang the drying rack high enough for clothes to have enough room to hang. So therefore the pictures are higher. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I centered the middle picture in the center of the wall, but I actually could not center the drying rack because it needed to go into a stud. So the drying rack is kind of off center. So I'm wondering if I should have put those pictures centered above the drying rack. I don't know. For now, I'll probably just leave it, but let me know in the comments what you think. I'm actually doing laundry today too, so that's why I have some clothes drying there now. But I need to get started on cleaning out the cabinets and organizing. The cabinets on this side of the laundry room mostly just house all of my Poshmark closet items. And I also have some things for wrapping and shipping these items in this space as well. And I keep talking about potentially getting rid of all of my Poshmark items and just not having to manage a closet. But for now, I have the space for these items, so I'm going to go ahead and keep them for now. But that is what all of this stuff is on this side of the laundry room. And y'all, this cabinet is so embarrassing. It is a hot mess express. I definitely needed to deal with this, and I had some ideas of what I was going to do with all of these items. I wanted to make space in this cabinet for my garbage can.
Watch where you're going. Sorry.
So some of the tiles that were in this space were actually broken, so I went ahead and got rid of those. I also got rid of all of the bags of grout because they were pretty old. I can't remember which projects that grout was from, but I know we had our tile in our kitchen installed 7 years ago, I believe, and our bathroom tile installed about 5 years ago. So it's probably not really great to keep anyway. If we do another project, I think we'll have to purchase more grout. I really would have liked to get rid of all of the tiles, to be honest, but my husband said that we should keep them just because they are tiles that we have in our home and maybe future homeowners would want to have that. So I decided to relocate them to the corner space in my kitchen cabinet that goes totally unused. I can't get back to that corner space anyway, so I just put them back there for the time being, and I feel like that'll work well. On this side of the laundry room in these upper cabinets, I have these wonderful white bins that I purchased from the Container Store. If you've seen any of my other videos, you might notice that I'm slightly obsessed with these bins. I just love them, but I did need to clean out and rearrange some of these bins, and I also decided to finally add labels to this space. I don't really necessarily need them, but I just really love how labels look on bins in a space. Here, I'm just showing you that I'm going to be using rubbing alcohol to clean off the front of the bins wherever I want to put the labels. This will just ensure that the labels adhere properly. But y'all, ever since I got my Cricut Joy, I have been obsessed with making labels all over my home. I do have some labels that I had purchased previously from an Etsy shop that were Cricut labels, but I decided to purchase a Cricut Joy so that I had a label maker on hand for my own home and also for my clients' homes. And I have been obsessed with making labels now. And here I'm adding this rug. I wasn't going to add a rug, but I found this at Target for $35 and I thought it just finished off the space. Well, that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope it gave you some motivation or inspiration for you to get a space in your home cleaned, organized, decluttered, or made over. I would love for you to check out the other ladies' videos who are a part of this collaboration, and definitely check out Jessica Myros's video. Remember that it is the final video in a series of videos where she did a backyard makeover, so you'll definitely want to check out all of her videos where she chronicles the whole process of doing a backyard makeover. But thank you, Jessica, for creating this collaboration for all of us to share a makeover in our own space. If you are coming over from one of the other ladies' channels, thank you so much for checking out my video today. If you liked it, I hope that you might consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching my video until the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.